Sagittarius, welcome. I didn't even touch the button. It just started. Start rolling. Start recording. Sagittarius energy, welcome in, guys. Sagittarius, if you're new to the channel, welcome in. Hope all is well with you guys. I hope y'all can hear me over the noise. I am in the park once again, doing my messages. We're gonna get these messages out regardless, right? Sagittarius, I hope all is well with you. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. I hope all is well with you. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes. Thank you for your support. All right, Sagittarius energy. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. All right. Sagittarius, we're gonna start with the Declare and Decree deck. See what possible blockages need to be removed. Okay. Only take what resonates with you, leave the rest. Remember. And so, this is spiritual. Everybody's not spiritual. Everybody's not religious. Okay? So, it's just rituals on each card that you write down, set your intentions, and burn it. It's just a matter of burning and releasing. That's it. Alright? Sagittarius energy. My Sagittarius, what do we have with Sagittarius? If you were drawn in, there may be messages here for you. Alright? Yet, I am enjoying this day. I hope everybody else is enjoying their day. Staying hydrated, alright? It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining, the wind is blowing, birds are chirping, the music is playing. Hey, and people getting along and having fun, alright? That's a good thing. Sagittarius, let's see what possible blockages need to be removed or released. Alright, Sag, so you have all unhealthy relationships, friendships, and associations are cleared from my energy and spirit and in flesh. Okay? All unhealthy relationships, friendships, and associations, okay, are cleared from my energy and spirit and in flesh. You would write that down, set your intentions, right? And you would burn it. Fire is a very powerful element, just as the others, but fire destroys, alright? The next one you have is all wicked agendas known and unknown, performed against myself and my lineage, are destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Okay? All wicked agendas, Sagittarius, known and unknown, performed against myself and my lineage, is destroyed in spirit and in flesh. You want to write that down. Set your intentions to clear that negative energy and burn it. Okay? Unhealthy relationships, friendships, association. Okay? All wicked agendas. Alright? Sagittarius energy. Energies are fluid. And so is time. Alright? See what we have for you, Sag. We have the Lovers here. Page of Swords. The Devil. 9 of Wands. 4 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. The Sun. And the King of Swords energy here. So you got Gemini energy. Capricorn energy. Pisces energy. Leo. Sagittarius energy. Spiritual warrior, Sagittarius. Cutting through to the truth, cutting through to anything or anyone or any situation that no longer serves you. Alright? The bottom of the deck is the 8 of Swords. So something could have felt stuck to you in the past. Something could have felt stagnant to you in the past. Okay? Sagittarius, the Lovers is here. Somebody holding on to a situation, not certain if they need to let go or want to let go. Okay? But, unfortunately, it's a low vibrational soul tie here as well. Somebody definitely watching. Okay? The person that you probably was in this situation with, in this connection with, toxic connection. Toxic connection, toxic energies. Okay? Hermit. Alright? So you could have experienced some solitude here. But Sagittarius, spirit guides are trying to either connect to a certain extent, trying to show you something. You may be having dreams, but there's spiritual wisdom and knowledge here and things being exposed, something being exposed, okay? This is soul searching too though, all right? But something is being discovered, something is being exposed with that light up there. You're shining it up there for a reason, right? So there's something about solitude here. You going within, but that connection, we're gonna see what it is with the connection here. Yeah, see, you have the Hierophant and you have the Hermit. Spiritual wisdom and knowledge, lessons, something being taught to you, something being shown to you spiritually. That's that spiritual connection. Something you need to see, or something you need to pay attention to, or you are able to see it or figure out what that is here in Hermit mode. But this is higher learning, spirituality, spiritual connection, higher learning. These two people are learning from this person up here, from this guru, right? This spiritualist here. It's a spiritual wisdom and knowledge and downloads too in Hermit mode, okay? And you could possibly even know that you got someone that's watching you or low-key gossiping about you. Some folks that may not understand the situation you're dealing with somebody that's in a very low vibrational energy, but kind of toxic here, kind of like player energy here, along with the devil card. Somebody's dealing with the stone cold player, somebody that's all over the place, in and out, up and down, emotionally, mentally, and probably even spiritually so too. Someone who may pretend to be a little spiritual just to connect with you, or just to stay connected to you. But with the Four of Pentacles, somebody's holding on to your energy. Somebody's holding on to your energy, Sagittarius. Somebody that you possibly don't trust or want you to let your guards down. Okay? Somebody that you do not trust. Somebody that you possibly have learned from in a previous relationship, or whatever this connection is with this so-called player, immature, impulsive energy here. Whatever it is, it's making you walk away. It's causing you to walk away. And it's because you know and you see the situation for what it is. It could be you dealing with the Gemini energy. It could be you just loving on yourself and paying attention to yourself and focusing on yourself at this time. So you could be holding your energy back from somebody, or you were. But this energy here with Hermit, this is you learning something about yourself first. That's going to carry you. You're learning something about yourself. You're discovering some type of spiritual gift or some type of spirituality. It's some spiritual knowledge here. Wisdom and knowledge that you're gaining. That gives you insight. That helps you discern. That heightens your intuition. Right? And that's what's going to cause you to walk away from that devil energy, because you're tired of it. See here? Exhausted here. Spiritual warrior. All those wands represents the lessons you've learned in relationships, associationships, right? In so-called friendships, right? So somebody's walking away here from a situation. I feel like it's a toxic situation that's no longer serving you, that you've allowed yourself to see the truth in, that you're holding back from. But somebody's holding on to you. Chariot. It's like, yeah, it's like you're moving away from someone with the Chariot. This is movement, fast movement. After dealing with a lot of challenges and obstacles here. Six of Wands, you having a victory, getting that recognition that you deserve. Okay? But it's like you thought you may have been with someone who actually understood you and saw you, or wanted to understand you and see you mentally, spiritually, emotionally on a deeper level. This is what you were going for, this is what you desired. But that's not what you received in this connection. And so, yeah, you're moving away from it. Somebody here is moving away from a connection for a more calmer environment, right? For your mental health, right? A more calmer environment towards more calmer waters. Peace. Somebody is in search of peace here, right? After this energy, absolutely, yeah. somebody who's in and out, up and down, impulsive, immature, right? Egotistical, right? Who likes to play the mind games, who likes a lot of attention, who's a flirt, who will sleep around, who will leave you out in the cold, right? Someone who has a very low vibrational energy to them, who doesn't match your energy. Apparently they don't match your energy, and it could be a air sign or a water sign that you may be walking away from. See what I'm saying? Someone who's trying to cast illusions and cause confusion. Okay? Because, and they want to hold on to you, but I don't think they'll be able to. I think that you're gonna, because the Chariot here and the Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups, the Ace, it's your new beginning. Ace of Cups energy is opportunities and new beginnings in love. That's what you're walking away toward. You're like literally moving, leaving. This is movement. This is not standing still. This is taking action and moving, making a move, making something happen, doing something differently, and not allowing anybody to hold on to you or hold you back. Somebody's holding on to your energy, almost like for dear life, because they like the toxicity that may have been created between the two of you. It's possible it could have been like a toxic bond between the two of you, kind of like trauma bonding, okay? But you're walking away for a reason. You don't trust this person. You do not trust them, and you're not emotionally fulfilled with them either. Because if you was, you wouldn't be walking away with all these cups behind you. That's putting those feelings to rest and putting it behind you. All right? Something that more than likely kept you stuck. Maybe this person didn't really show you who they were until they could no longer hold back that devil energy. Okay? They couldn't hold back they little old low vibrational ways. But they quick to cause illusions. They quick to cause confusion. They quick to put you in a third party situation too. But they gonna get cut off for doing it. You're not gonna put up with it. I don't see you putting up with it, whether it's going on now or in the future. You're not putting up with it because your success and your happiness is somewhere else, and not with anyone that's toxic on this devil level, in this devil energy. Okay? It's you moving on, moving forward for yourself, for you. Okay? Away from the drama, away from the conflict, right? Away, and you're being led away. You're being led. Sagittarius do know this, male or female. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, logically speaking, right? Taking your feelings out of the situation, you are moving on from somebody. You possibly could be moving on from a marriage as well. Because you're doing a lot of soul searching right now. It's like spirit is really either trying to get your attention or it's like spirit trying to get your attention here. That's what hermit mode is about, being in solitude on your own, spending time soul searching and learning. Downloads as well, spiritual downloads, spiritual messages, insights, synchronicities. But this is higher learning, hierophant. That's spiritual wisdom and knowledge. Okay, that's something you're connecting with on a deeper level. And of course, this energy can't go with you. You can't deal with this energy too and be on this level as well. This is low vibration, this is high vibration. So you can't do both at the same time, right? Right? So you're walking away from that toxic energy and you're paying more attention to your insight, your intuition, the wisdom that you've learned from this Nine of Wands energy. The lessons you've learned, you're taking those lessons with you and you're applying those lessons now, right? And you don't care who's watching, okay? You're applying those lessons, and you're not going to let anyone create confusion for you and project illusions upon you. That's what you're not going to allow. You're going to cut them out, Libra energy. You're going to balance the scales by cutting them off. And that's why we do this declare and decree day. Remember? All unhealthy relationships, friendships, and associations are cleared from my energy and spirit and in flesh. All wicked agendas. This is wicked agendas. This is hidden agendas. This is low vibration. Okay? So you can't really build with that. You can't grow with that. All you can expect is a low vibrational projection, low vibrational behavior, conversation, actions. That's all you can expect with that, right? And that's something that could keep you stuck. That's something that could keep you burdened. But Spirit is trying to lead and guide you out of a situation into something brand new that you're going toward with success in the Six of Swords. You're going towards success and happiness on probably many levels. Love, career, purpose, you know, spiritual wisdom and knowledge, the lessons that's been learned, okay? You're going towards success and happiness, peaceful moments, peaceful times, right? So you no longer feel this energy here of an illusion, remember? An illusion of being stuck and trapped, okay? So don't ignore the connection with Spirit. On the bottom of the deck, you got the Wheel of Fortune and the World. So there's a cycle that you're closing as well. Spirit is leading you and guiding you. Somebody's being led and guided to close out a cycle of past traumas, wicked agendas, toxic lovers, toxic trauma bonding, okay? People that just want attention from you or want to use you or just want to play games with you, come in with this flighty energy all over the place, don't want to be committal, very non-committal. Some folks may be trying to keep you held down and bound to an open relationship, and that's not something you want. That's not something you agree to. That's not what it is that's going on in your energy, in your environment, in your mind, in your spirit. That's not what's going on, right? So somebody here could have been offered to be in some type of polygamy as well. I'm picking up. Somebody could have been offered to be in some type of polygamy as well, right? That's not something that you're wanting. Now, if you're watching and that's something that you don't mind being a part of, that is your preference. But for the most part, according to this spread, whoever this is resonating with and for Sagittarius energy, you are the kind of person who likes exclusiveness. You want a faithful partner, somebody who knows how to be in a commitment, someone who has integrity and they keep their word. They don't make broken promises. They're not flighty. They're not all over the place. They're not impulsive, and they're not full of devil energy. They're not toxic. So this is a cycle that was repetitive that needed to end in the first place. So there's something that you can be led and guided to do as well. Closing out toxic cycles with toxic people, friendships, associationships, and relationships, okay? So this is a whole new cycle for you, a whole new beginning. That's why I mentioned the Ace of Cups earlier, because I said the Ace of Cups. That's why. This is your new beginning. Somebody's having a new beginning here. After some type of awakening, spiritual downloads, spiritual connection. Yeah. Some kind of spiritual soul searching and learning here. Something being exposed to you. And it could be that Spirit's trying to lead you in a different direction with the Six of Swords so that you can run into like-minded people where you'll be on a level with people that are like you, right? And so you're being led into something brand new. So trust it. Because see, Nine of Wands is you not trusting either. That's a Sagittarius energy, Nine of Wands. I don't trust nobody. Don't trust nobody. After everything I've been through, each one is a lesson of life, relationships, friendships, associationships. Any potentials on that level, each one represents a lesson that you've learned and decided to take with you and apply to your life. That's the newness of it. That's the new beginning of it. That's something you probably never thought to do before, was to see yourself spiritually. You see, understand what your spirituality is trying to show you, or understand the level of spirituality that you're on. Okay? There's something closing out. Somebody's closing out a whole cycle here that needed to close. It was time for it to close. This is done. This is done, okay? And you know you're not stuck. Maybe you had to become unstuck and finally walked away from it, or you allowed yourself to see something concerning somebody toxic. It could be a fire sign of you like yourself. It could be an air sign as well, okay? Possible water sign. This cycle is over with though. Yeah, because you're transmuting the energy. You're manifesting something totally different. According to you being led and guided by the Most High Mother and Father and your spiritual team. You're going towards something totally different. But it's going to make you very happy. And there's something you're going to master on the way. There's something to master here. It could be your emotions. It could be your thoughts. It could be anything that you're working on, a project. It could be anything that you're working on. Your own integrity, being committed to yourself, loving yourself, nurturing yourself. What are you committed to? What are you focusing on? Because that's what you're going to bring into fruition. That's what you're going to manifest. Okay, Sagittarius energy. You're no longer stuck. Somebody wanted you to be feeling trapped or whatever. Feeling like you couldn't make a move or something like that. Yeah, and they burdened you for a minute here. Yeah, someone wants to work with you too. It could possibly be someone that you come in connection with that may want to work with you. Or someone trying to come back around to try and work with you. You have the Emperor showing up here. Sagittarius, this could very well be you dealing with someone who's very egotistical. Okay? I don't feel like you're dealing with an emperor. I feel like you're dealing with someone who has the potential to be an emperor, but then they're toxic as hell. Overly toxic, dramatic, full of drama, gossip, disrespect. That's not somebody you want to work with. No. This is not somebody that has discipline. This is not somebody that's loyal either. They're very non-committal and childish, immature. Okay? So this is somebody who's in their ego, who feel like they can hold on to you and it'll be whatever they choose for it to be. It's whatever they want it to be. Somebody that could really have been weighing you down with burdens here for a very long time in a marriage or some long-term commitment. Okay? Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. This has to do with family, a family setting, an actual marriage that you're walking away from, perhaps, okay? But somebody who has an ego problem. They're full of their ego. They let their ego lead and guide them. Okay? Very controlling too. Sagittarius, Queen of Pentacles energy. See, you've laid a lot of things to rest here. You could have even suffered the Three of Swords energy and with this connection here. Okay? Something that made you feel very insecure or unsafe or just unbalanced. Something that could have had you feeling all depressed and uncertain and not grounded, you know, with that ten of Wands here. Sagittarius energy again. It's a lot of wands here. So it's like a lot of actions being thought of first. Because it has to become a thought before you can actually act it out. Right? So you like, you know, I can't take the burden anymore. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I need something different. I want something better, right? So Spirit is trying to lead you and guide you into something better, but want you to pay attention to what you're leaving behind so that you don't attract this anymore. You don't want to attract someone who's egotistical, who has the potential to be an emperor, but they're not an emperor. They're more like a knight, because this is their energy, very flirty. We'll cheat, we'll lie, we'll steal. Will bring you back some kind of disease. I'm sorry to say, but it's the real truth. If they're in this energy right here, this is impulsive. Knight of Wands is very impulsive. Trickery. Okay? And full of sexual energy as well. Full of sexual energy. Very promiscuous. So this is what you're dealing with, someone who was in their ego. Tough. Like somebody who just know they had you wrapped around their finger, who just knew you're going to do things their way. Okay, somebody could be dealing with a very controlling spouse too. Somebody who's very controlling. Think they going to tell you when to get up, when to sleep, when to pee. Oh, watch out there now. Hold up. You're laying some things to rest with this Four of Swords energy. And you're reflecting upon your life a lot too. Somebody here's been doing a lot of reflecting. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you drop the burden and decide, I'm going to go along with this reflection. Let me reflect upon my life. Let me see what's going on in my life. What do I really want? How is this making me feel? Emotionally, I'm not happy. mentally, spiritually, emotionally, I'm not even balanced dealing with this. So I got to take a rest from this. I got to think about this. I got to plan better. I got to do something different. Four of Swords is healing too, because that's the Three of Swords. That's heartbreak and separation. Okay, so you could be even detached at this time from a lover. You could be very detached, in a very detached energy from someone as well. Because the soul searching, you're all into it. It's just that realize you don't have to do everything on your own. It's like you had to make the decisions, you had to plan, you had to allow yourself to see, right? And you could have been burdened down with somebody who didn't like to carry their weight. You could have been burdened with somebody who was very controlling and toxic, on the cool, right? And disrespectful at times, or make you, feel small at times. And it's like spirit want to pull you up out of it, right? And it'll cause you to start reflecting on everything you've dealt with, everything you accepted that was toxic, everything you went along with and didn't speak up for yourself. There's a lot of speaking up for yourself here too. Maybe creating more boundaries. Maybe blocking things out and blocking someone out that's just not good for you anymore. The reflection is serious. The reflection is real. Okay? Alright, see, strength. You're having the strength to keep moving forward. Because that's what you're doing. You're moving on. You're having the strength to move on. Two of Cups energy. Absolutely. Yeah. This is loving you. This is reuniting with you. See, that's the whole purpose here of spiritual wisdom and knowledge, downloads, connections. When Spirit's trying to show you, you connect with you first. Love you first. Know you first. Right? Pay attention to you. Your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, your plans. How do you feel? What do you want? What do you see? Be honest with yourself, even if it's with your own self. Don't self-sabotage. What do you see about yourself that may need to change? Remember, unhealthy relationships, friendships, and associations, which has created burdens, which has caused you not to trust people. And at one point, you may not have even trusted yourself to make good decisions when it comes to love and friendship and things like that, okay? Allowing the illusions, allowing confusion, allowing yourself to be put down, belittled, overlooked, right? To some extent, apparently, whoever this is resonating with, but also reflecting and understanding that you want balance in your life, you need balance, and there's some people you just can't work with. Three of Pentacles. Some people you just can't build with. Maybe you thought you could. Spirit is showing you no, this isn't it. Some of you may have been through more than one relationship before, of course, with the Nine of Wands being there, and you may have been more than likely, whoever this is resonating for, you may have been married more than once. So if you're married for the second time, this is you learning why you had to go through it the first time, because maybe you didn't learn the lesson. Some of you may have been married more than twice, but you're starting to reflect and understand, why didn't this stuff work out? What did I do that I needed to do different? What did I not do that I needed to do? What I should have said that I didn't say? How I should have stood up for myself and I didn't do it? Somebody may have ran over you for a second and took you for granted, thought they could just control you, okay? And you're reflecting with the Four of Swords on what you can build and how you can build, but the kind of person you like to build with versus the kind of person that you don't need to be trying to build with, okay? Yeah, a lot of stagnation, a lot of delays, but then you're stagnant and delayed for a reason. Maybe you were waiting for things to change at some point in this toxic relationship that you're walking away from. Somebody walking away, Eight of Cups, because you don't trust this person no more anyway, and you have learned your lessons, and you're applying those lessons. But there's planning that happened before this. There's spiritual wisdom and knowledge and solitude that went on before this that helped you to make a decision. This is stagnation. It's also planning, enlightenment, downloads, amen. But it's also delays, okay? Things not happening when you thought they should happen, the way you thought they should happen, okay? But everything you do, understand, happens for a reason. The delay is happening for a reason. Because you needed to see through the toxicity with the devil energy and Knight of Wands is something you needed to see and understand on the spiritual level. So spiritually, your guides start coming to you, nudging you. You could have been having dreams. Could have been seeing synchronicities of the number 3, the number 5, the number 4, or the number 8, the number 7 as well. Okay? There's a lot of changes taking place here. No doubt. King of Wands energy. You're taking action here. Or you could go that Ace of Cups. New beginnings. Opportunities. And this person that you're walking away from, they are not your new beginning. They are not your no opportunity for you. It's the Ace of Cups because there's a potential for you for as loving yourself and attracting something real or someone real into your life. Because I feel like Sagittarius, you could be this Queen of Pentacles energy here who's actually moving away. Chariot, you're leaving something or someone behind. And they're trying to hold on to you. They don't want to let go. Okay? Somebody's trying to hold on. Yeah, you could be dealing with a King of Cups energy who's trying to hold on to you. That's a possibility here. Somebody's trying to hold on to you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but this thing, you're ending it. See what I'm saying? This is over with. This is dead. It's over. It's done. And somebody don't want to accept it. Somebody don't want it to be over. And guess what? It's bringing transformation. And most of the transformation is happening with you, Sagittarius. It starts with you. This is transformation at its finest. The death card, okay? That means someone's having an ego death. That means things are being laid to rest. Things are being stopped. That's no longer serving. King of Swords. Putting an end to it. And somebody don't want it to be over. They're going to fight. They want to fight. Somebody may even want to physically fight. They don't want you to leave. They may try to block you from leaving, cause you don't want you to leave. Want to cause, fights and drama because they don't want to release you. Somebody don't want to release you here. And they may be suffering mentally in silence themselves. Look at that. They see you. Somebody see you, but they may be seeing you too late. But somebody, okay? This has to do with foundation. Safety, relationship, being on the same page, being equally yoked. Some of you may have been in a connection, even a marriage, that you found out you were unequally yoked. You are the star, very abundant. Queen of Pentacles energy as well, but this is Aquarius energy. This is healing. You are healing some things when it comes to you personally, Sagittarius. Your mindset, your mental state, your emotions, balancing out. And someone sees you as a star. Someone sees you as someone who's very healing. And you may be even inspiring people too and not even know it. But see, this so-called somebody is in there, somebody with a water energy, somebody is very emotional, overly emotional, or full of drama here. Okay? But see, you're getting your wish fulfillment. Whatever you're wishing for, whatever your desires are, they're right at your fingertips. All you got to do is follow the synchronicities, follow the messages, the downloads, the spiritual guidance. Follow that. Because the wish fulfillment, and I feel like your wish is even granted as well. You have decisions to make, Sagittarius. Keep your heart open, heart chakra. Keep the heart open. You have decisions to make. There's doors there. Spirit says choose one. You're not going to choose wrong. It's your choice, but you're not going to choose wrong. As long as you're choosing from a high standpoint, a high vibration, right? As long as you're in a high vibration, you're not going to choose wrong. And I'm hearing there are many gifts, okay? And the moment you give in to spirituality, because this is the moment of surrendering too. This is surrendering. The moment you give in to your spirituality, these doors begin to open up. Even though you're going to have choices and options, but you're going to have more than enough choices and options on choosing any direction you'd like to go in life. As far as your purpose, as far as your state of mind, as far as your environment, whatever it is you want, your wish will be granted. The Nine of Cups, that's wish granted. So you'll have many options, okay? And doors will be open for you, no doubt. So keep your heart chakra open. Yeah, get out of your head. Somebody else has mental conflict. Somebody else, I feel like this is someone else's energy. where they're dealing with mental conflict. Remember we seen the 5 of Wands? Somebody's dealing with mental conflict because maybe they can't believe you're making a certain decision. Maybe they can't believe that you're leaving them out in the cold, or you making a decision to walk away. But you're definitely standing your ground. We said that earlier. Speaking your truth, speaking of whatever it is you feel, letting it be known, addressing some situations, making sure you address things and put things in check, put people in check, block folks out that's not working for you, block situations out that you don't want to work with or people you don't want to work with. Standing up for yourself here, creating those boundaries. Somebody don't like that. Yeah, and creating a lot of creativity. Your creativity is opening up as well. Sacral chakra energy. Some of you at this point, you may be even practicing celibacy, or you will be. Some of you are going to start doing spiritual baths and everything because Spirit is leading you in a whole nother direction, Sagittarius. Spirit is leading you, and it could have to do not only with spiritual union with self, but you could be coming in a union with someone new as well, and that's why you have somebody trying to stop you. There's a water sign, possibly King of Cups, that's trying to stop you. They want to get in the way. And your energy probably healing to them too, but see, it's like they don't want you to go off nowhere else. They want to hold on to you for whatever reason. And it could be that somebody might even owe you an apology. Maybe this King of Cups needs to say that they're sorry. You know, maybe they need to express themselves to you in a way where they express an apology. Okay? Sagittarius energy. Behold the beauty, Sagittarius. Behold the beauty. When you insist that the world is hostile and others are your enemies, don't be surprised that it is so. Self-fulfillment prophecies fortunately work both ways. So the question is, don't self-sabotage, know what you want. What is it that you want? You've learned the lessons and you're taking these lessons with you and applying it to your life. Make sure that you know what you want. You are the magician. You are creating as you go. So be mindful of the thoughts. Be mindful of the things you do and say. Be mindful of your intentions. What do you want for you? Because the world is your oyster. It's all on you, like it's for you now. The door is open for you now. Remember? The door is open for you now. It's your time. You've been through enough, right? Some of you are walking away from a toxic lover you've been with for more than 10, 15 years. And then you're wondering to yourself, why you even let it go on this long? I should have been walking away from this, thinking this was fulfilling. This ain't fulfilling. I'm not happy with this. Finally allowing yourself to see. Finally allowing yourself to see, Sagittarius. You are complete. And this cycle is complete too. You are complete. You are the complete package all by yourself. Right? So you want that partner that's a complete package all by themselves. Because if they can be complete, and you can be complete, then y'all can come into a wholesome relationship. How about that? Sagittarius, you are not broken. Nothing is wrong with you. Don't spend your life fixing problems, right? That's not yours, right? Dwell in the beauty of your being. You are enough, now and always. Sagittarius energy, I hope that something was said that can help you move forward. I hope that something was said that can bring you clarity. And until next time, guys, I do appreciate you for being here with me once again, and I appreciate you for your support. Take care, Sag.